What really differentiates Persimmon as from a speaking standpoint is that we really try to focus on substance for the people who are attending the sessions, that they're actually able to not just have a high energy and learn something in a session, but they actually have something they can apply back at the office. Let's think 20 years ago. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, I'm 40, 1989. Okay, I'm halfway through college. 20 years ago, how many had a computer? Okay, I had an Atari XL. You guys remember that 1200 XL? Okay, well, just a few. How many had a cell phone? Okay, a brick. Is that right, Bill? Or one of the old bricks. How many had a typewriter? Or access to a typewriter? That's right, that's how we worked. Okay, let's go 10 years ago. 10 years ago, 1999. How many of you all had a personal computer? Okay, of those, leave them up if you had a laptop. That's a rare, okay. How many had a cell phone? And now add it if you had a pager. Remember those, all right. I say that because how fast technology changes. My 9-year-old David thinks the internet is like air. Okay. I remember typing on a typewriter, and if you had an electric typewriter, that was really cool because you'd have to push so hard. I remember messing with the ribbon, and if the ribbon didn't work, then you got it all over our hands, didn't we? Okay. Gen Y, the one thing that's very concerning on Gen Y is Gen Y was raised on the age of the internet. And the one thing we're seeing a lot of from our research is, and I'm going to get to some of the turnover rates, but Gen Y will quit a job on a dime. And there's a reason why they will, and they'll do it with no warning. If I work for you and I disagree with the way you're managing or the way you're trying to operate this part of the organization, I will tell you, and I will try to fix it. And if you don't try to do something about it, I will sometimes go around you and try to figure out how to get it. Because I do want, the one thing Gen X's look for is they do want to better the company they're in. They are loyal. Generation Y will just quit. And one of the reasons for this, honestly, is the internet. If you think about this, okay, 10 years ago, CNN was pretty much the big cable news. With the dawn and the really explosion of the internet and news media, anyone can create their own viewpoint or find their own views in the web. The one thing we could never crack was water cooler talk. If I email you, if I IM you, if I pick up the phone and call you, there's a conscious effort. I am saying I want to call you. But when you go to the water cooler, you don't know who you're going to run into. And you don't know what the conversation's going to be when you run into them. And all of a sudden it could be personal, it could be work related. You may find out something about somebody that you didn't even know about. Twitter broke that. Because the way Twitter is built from a pyramid perspective and being able to put some piece of information out, and based on who's following who and how you can share those links over and over and over down the line, Twitter broke the idea of the water cooler. Because what it did was it said all of a sudden I can post an idea out there and somebody who is 3 people removed from me can suddenly find it and contact me.
He was a great speaker in the sense that I think he inspired the group, he informed the group, and he gave them some actual practical tips and facts that could help them as they do their jobs on a day-to-day basis.
Our working lives are built on relationships, and the only way that you can build those is by getting together with other people and connecting with them, whether it's through technology or face-to-face or whatever.
We really take more of a partnering. We don't do this as sort of a client-vendor relationship thing where you tell us to do X and we go do X. We're going to advise, we're going to present our opinions, we're going to present the risks to you as a client, and then we're going to work on how we proceed forward.